Hello friends, we are Digital World Computer and today we learn DCL, Database Control Language. It also known as TCL, Transaction Control Language, and it must be executed after DML commands. TCL using commit, save point and rollback. Commit, save point and rollback. These commands are also auto executable in DDL commands. While we can explicitly uses the TCL commands. So before we executing and understanding the concept of TCL, we should know what is a transaction. The Oracle server ensures data consistency based on transactions. Transaction give you more function flexibility and context when changing data, and they ensure data consistency in the event of user process failure or system failure. Either it is a failure or it is a system failure. Transaction consists of DML statement that consist one consistent change in the data, like a transfer of funds between two accounts should include the debits one account and the credit, and to another in the same account. Both actions should either fail or succeed together. The credit should not be committed without to debit. Transaction significance. So in the simple terms, we should know what is a transaction. A transaction, when we execute it, like we have a transaction that is called T1, and this transaction, it means A minus 5,000. It means in this transaction A account is deducted with 5,000 rupees and it added B. This 5,000 is deducted from A and it added to B. This is the transaction T1 and the balance is nil because A minus 5,000 and B plus 5,000. A transaction stores all the data if system succeed. It means it succeeded. If it breaks down, it means if this transaction is not executed and 5,000 rupees is deducted from A and it doesn't updated in B account, it means it failure. Transaction can be succeeded or failure also, but transaction is executed at every time. In DML commands, we are executing implicit, explicit TCL. Either in DDL, it is implicit transaction. So we execute. You can see transaction. Transaction is two types, like implicit and explicit. Here implicit transactions are the transaction whenever it starts and when it ends a transaction, auto commit is executed at every DDL command. At every DDL command, a auto commit is executed implicitly. A Oracle server is also uses this implicit functions, while in DML commands, and when the we uses the DML commands, we explicitly give the commit command either we completed the transaction. In DML commands, there is no auto commit options. The implicitly DDL example is truncate, and explicitly DML commands is delete. Here you can see the implicit and explicit example of truncate and delete. Here, so with an example of truncate, and delete, as we read it in DML commands in the previous chapter, we should know what is the difference between truncate and delete, and what is the auto commit and what is commit. As we seen in the earlier chapter, the delete statement, here we executed a truncate statement. A truncate statement removes all from a table as like the delete command, leaving the table empty and the table structure intact. It is a DDL command and it is a auto committed. Either delete is not an auto committed command, so we use it to truncate it. In the previous chapter we delete the table copy employee, and here we truncate the table employee copy again, because we didn't committed in the previous chapter, so we check the data of employee copy table and truncate the table again. Here we seen the previous data, so we use the select command, select star from employees copy. Here we have the whole data is to be backed because we not committed in the delete command. So today we truncate table, and the table name is employee copy. Here we truncate the table. Again we check the data, it means the table is truncated. We roll back the data, so we use rollback command, and again we check the data. Here it means the data is not rollbacked because we didn't make a save point after rollback. And we know the DDL command is auto committed, so we can't use the rollback in DDL commands. Either when we use the delete command, we can roll back the data. Now we understand the explicit transaction control statement in detail. We execute a transaction, we delete something, we make a save point, insert and update, and again we make a save point and we insert. If we make a rollback command, that is, it means we write a rollback command and we write only rollback. It means we want to roll back the whole transaction. It means it curves from here to here. It means we want to roll back the data from here to here. From here to here. It also rollbacked. Next, if we write rollback to save point A, it means we want to roll back the data at save point A up to save point A. And if we write rollback to save point B, it means we want to roll back the data up to save point B. It is the basic and understandable explicit transaction control statements. Whenever we want the whole backup, so we use rollback command. If we make save points, then we executing the rollback up to this save point, whatever we want as per our need. Now we will look what is the execution of commit, save point, say rollback to save point and rollback. First is commit. Commit is used to end the current transaction by making all pending data changes permanently. It means commit. You cannot change use rollback after commit. You cannot back up the data. It ends the current transaction by making all pending data changes permanently. Next is save point A. It means you mark a save point A within the current transaction. A transaction is executable and you make a save point in the current transaction. Next is rollback. Rollback ends the current transaction by discarding all pending data changes. It means it roll back the data up to the current transaction starts. It roll back the data, the whole transaction at its starting point. Next is rollback to save point A. It means roll back the current transaction to the specified save point. It means your data is to be rolled back whenever you set a save point, either it is A, B or any other save point you have to use in the current transaction. These TCL or DCL language is used only in the current transaction. Now we see the example of commit save point A, rollback to save point A and rollback command. First we use commit command. Commit command is used after a DML command. Either we use a delete. Before commit, we understand the use of commit. Now we use this employee copy table. So we check the data of employee copy table. Select star from employee copy. Here this is the data and we delete the data. Here we write a query, delete query, delete from here we write a query, that is the query delete from employees copy, where employee ID is less than 150 and 50 rows deleted. Hence we check the data again. We have only 57 rows. Now we roll back. Roll back, it means we roll back the data from rollback complete, and now again we check the employee copy. Here we have 107 rows selected. It means commit is not done. Now we use the delete command. Here we have delete from employees copy, where employee ID is 150 and 50 rows also deleted. Now again we check the select employee table. Here we have only 57 rows again, and that time we use commit. We commit the table. Now commit complete. It means we cannot use the rollback again. When we check the employee copy table, it only has 57 rows. This is the use of commit. Now we update. So here we updated through this command, update employee copy table, set first name is equal to Lochan, where first name is equal to Julia. Now we are executing this command and one row updated. We make a save point A. Now we delete from table, that is employee copy, where employee ID is greater than 160. 46 rows deleted. Now we check the employee copy data. We have only 11 rows, and we make a save point A, and now we executing the save point B also. Now we have two save points in the current transaction. We updated the row, we delete the row, we changes the data, but still we are not committed with the current transaction. So we roll back to the save point. We using rollback to save point A. Now it's complete, and now we check the data again. Here we have 57 rows, and we update the first name, that is Lochan, and here it is. So we have, here you can see, we update the Julia with the Lochan, and after the update command we create a save point, that is A, and when we using the rollback to save point A, it roll back to the current save point. So this is the use of save point to the current transaction. Now we clear the screen. We clear the screen, but still we don't use the commit, and it means the current transaction is still pending. So we uses the commit, so the transaction is executing and locks may be released. We discuss the locks in the later chapters. So we commit the transaction, and here we complete it. Next we can check the employee copy table, and here we have the update from Julia to Lochan here, because we roll back to the save point A, and this is the concept in which we uses the rollback save point to the current rollback to the current save point and rollback command. So today we completed the TCL, transaction control language, and we also stated the difference between truncate and delete command, and how we can use the auto commit and explicitly commit command in DCL, database control language, in the database transactions. Thank you for watching our videos also, and please subscribe, like or comment our videos. Thank you.